What's up, y'all? Got a banger from Men Only. Let's get straight into it.
Okay, I need to have a rant, but what the fuck is with the dating scene in Australia right now? Like, no one wants to commit, everyone just wants a situationship, everyone just wants to talk online, like, chronically online. Like, as soon as it comes to, like, organising a date, gone, they ghost. Or, like, I'm not even a catfish, like, you can see me, I look like my Instagram photos. Do all the guys, are they really insecure, or do they just don't want a girlfriend and just want to be like children forever? Or they commit to you and then find something better online from Instagram, or they have Hinge or Tinder still on their phone and then they cheat on you but then want you back. I don't understand. Commit, not to commit? Do I bother? Become asexual?
Men want their cake and eat it too. But here's the thing, dude. Like, you ladies are giving men all of the perks of being a girlfriend. You're giving him everything. You're giving him your body. You're giving him exclusive access to your time. And so why would a man want to, wife you up or make you his girlfriend when he's getting all of those perks already? That's what I'm saying, ladies. You can't just give him everything. You got to give him a little bit and then make him earn some. And then maybe he'll want to, date you. But at the same time, a lot of you ladies don't even have a lot of the qualities to be a girlfriend. If you can't, like, just because you can get in bed with him doesn't mean that you're, of a high value woman. Like, you got to bring other things. You got to be inspiring. You got to be positive. You got to be feminine. And a lot of you ladies lack that. So, that's why you can't get a guy to commit to you.
I stand by is that the relationship will only work if the guy likes the girl more than the girl likes the guy.
No, absolutely not. It's actually the opposite. Chat, let me know if you agree with this. I think the girl has to like the guy more than the guy has to like the girl.
Let me break it down for you.
Okay.
For a guy, it's important to him how he feels in the relationship. So obviously he needs to be in love with the girls because that's how he should feel.
Now, let me just go ahead and stop you there. No, absolutely not.
Nope.
Here's why. Women are hypergamous in nature, so women wait at the finish line to pick the winners. If a woman doesn't think that you're a winner, she's just going to cut and run.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
Men, on the other hand, we usually have to settle down because we're the true romantics. Most of the time, men settle down, women settle up because you are hypergamous. Ladies, you're going to go for the best guy. You're not going to settle down for a guy that's below your standards. You're going to get a guy that usually at least meets your expectations and standards or is above it.
But for a girl, how the guy makes the girl feel matters for her. So when a guy is in love with her, he would literally do anything for her. So then it makes her feel like appreciated. So that way she's like, okay,
great. Now I can go cheat.
I like him. So then he needs to like be obsessed with the girl. So
No.
the guy won't leave the relationship as long as he loves the girl, and the girl won't leave the relationship as long as she feels loved.
Dude, this is cap.
Stop the cap.
This is such a bad take. Women cheat usually more, and then we know the stats. Women divorce 70 to 80 to 90% if they're college educated. Women leave relationships, and even in lesbian relationships, those have more violence and higher infidelity and more divorce. So, like, where are you getting all this? Where are you getting this from?
This is just the blind leading the blind.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is so wrong. This is such a horrible take. Horrible take. Really bad take. No, because women are hypergamous. They want to know they got the best.
A man wants to be a big man, he needs a big wallet.
Okay, and what else?
If a man wants to be dominant, he needs money.
Okay. Go
Everything's
on.
about money.
If a man wants to be head of the household, he better be paying for that entire household. Because it's not his leadership skills that are doing it.
Okay.
Noticing a theme here.
If a man wants you to take care of him, he better have the money to make sure that you have the energy to do so.
So it's just about...
What?
money, is it? Okay.
If a man wants to be pampered, he better make sure that you don't need to spend your time working so that you can pamper yourself first during the day.
It's really nice to see that money is still the all-motivating factor in relationships, at least for some.
Do you see where I'm going with this?
Oh, I think...
Yeah, you're a gold digger.
I'll very clearly see where this is going, but just to reiterate, what's it all about?
The answer will always be that he pays.
I notice with a lot of these takes that some of these individuals seem to have something in common. They don't want to be treated as equals. No, they want to be treated as better than their partner. And they feel, it seems, that the man should just be grateful for having a woman in his life. Well, I think a lot of men out there would be grateful for having an equal partner. and not a sponge.
Here's the
Yeah, this is what we like to call in the industry money-hungry hip hoes. Shots fired! They're succubuses of the wallet. All they want to do is suck you dry, eat up all your money.
Craziest thing just happened, and I need someone to tell me I'm not crazy or I'm not in the wrong. So I met this guy 5 days ago, and we never really met in person. We've just been texting, and he was off the bat a really nice guy. But then I realized like he would do this thing where he would basically like blow up my phone if I didn't answer him within like 5-10 minutes. Like I didn't send him a text for like maybe 10 minutes, and then I looked at my phone and I had like 20 texts from him, and it would be like, hey, where are you? Does something happen? Hey. And I realized like he kind of was obsessive over me, and it was really weird because I've never met this guy. Anyways, this guy was like, I'm gonna marry you, you're the woman of my dreams, and like he's talking about all these things that we're gonna do, spend our summer together.
No.
I don't know. Anyways, he made a plan for today of us going out, and he was like, oh, we're gonna go out at 4:00, and he said this to me like 2 days ago. So today, this morning, I asked him, I'm like, oh, are we gonna meet today like at 4 or 5? And he's like, yeah, maybe. And I was like, what do you mean maybe? Okay, like what do you mean maybe? And he's like, I can't control traffic. It might be 5 o'clock, it might be 4:30, like I'll let you know like closer to the time. And I was like, what the hell? What the actual hell? You made this plan. You made this plan for us to see each other, and now you're acting like I'm the one begging to see you. And then I don't know, what really irked me was like him saying, I can't control traffic. Like I can't control when I get there. That's not normal to say to someone. Anyways, and then I was just like, I'm not okay with that. Like you need to tell me a set time so we can meet there, right? Like that way I would know when to leave. And
You know what I love the most about women that tell these stories? I love it when they get to the point.
And then he starts going off on me. He's like, you're making me angry. Like, I'll be there when I can. Like,
You won't like me when I'm angry.
Like, I can't control time. I can't control XYZ. And then he blocks me. He blocks me on everything. Okay? He's like, the last text he sent, he's like, enjoy, go out with whatever guy you want. I don't care. And then gone.
Here's the thing.
I'm gonna be honest, it's a little weird. You never want to be a stage 5 clinger ever. You never want to be super needy to a girl. I say double text back at most, mainly because I do a lot of single line texting, but you know, I would never go, you know, multiple 4, 5, 6 texts to a chick. I would never do that. It just seems needy. Women don't like needy, women like confident.
There's every husband that I have ever met that's loyal, stable, consistent, loving, super nice, will do anything for the family, anything for her, anything for the kids, constantly self-sacrifice himself and his own well-being for her, okay? Every single husband that I know in that category has been left, has been cheated on, has been heartbroken, or has been divorced, okay? Now, over the years, every single husband that I've watched who moves the exact opposite, meaning he does whatever he wants, he doesn't really care. Maybe he's at the bar 3 or 4 nights a week, he's drinking, he's smoking, she can never get a hold of him, he forgets to charge his phone is dead, she can't get a hold of him, he forgets to reply to the text message, he's out shooting pool with his friends, right? Then he's out over at this sports bar hanging out, and the wife and kids are never really a priority. I have watched these wives consistently chase and pursue these men's validation and stay with these husbands year after year after year after year, staying with them despite constantly complaining about them. What you have to understand with female nature is you have to look at her actions and where she's putting her time. And even if she says, oh, I hate that he's this way, I hate that he has these traits, I wish he would be more responsive, I wish he would be more emotionally available, I wish he would be more emotionally open. Despite her saying those things, you have to look at it this way. If year after year she's still with him, that guy that she's complaining about is doing something right.
Here's the thing.
Dude, 100%. Wow. Well said, sir. Well said. There's something at the beginning.
Anything for the family, anything for her, anything for the kids, constantly self-sacrifice him.
Oh, yeah. Constantly self-sacrificing. Bro, women like to know that they're with a man. And they're not with a man that's just going to do everything that they want you to do. Like women, like I think biologically and then even subconsciously, I think they test you. And like chat, let me know if you agree with this. But I think women will test you instinctually just because they want to make sure that you are the man that you say you are. So they'll put you in uncomfortable scenarios. Why didn't you text me back? Why didn't you do this? Just stand your ground and be like, I was busy. I couldn't look at my phone. Like, it may make her mad, but she respects you for it. Like, don't ever just do everything your girl says, bro, because then she'll stomp all over you. Loki, you want some jerky? Free? Sit. Wait. Free. Go to your place. Look at him just eating that jerky. He's such a good boy.
I know the dating scene sucks, but so does getting hurt in an accident. Have you ever found yourself involved in a personal injury case? As an image consultant, I meet a lot of clients who are actually recovering from all sorts of injuries, from car accidents to workplace injuries. And I was actually surprised to see how many people lose their personal injury cases, which is why I want to talk about Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. They specialize in a wide variety of personal injury cases, and they've won thousands of big cases. And if you do end up working with them, they're going to fight for the money that you deserve. Just recently, Morgan & Morgan solidified verdicts in Florida for $12 million and $26 million in Philly. That's up to 40 times the highest insurance offer. And I'm telling you, your case could be worth millions. And the best part is, it's all free unless you win your case. Now, if you've also been the victim of a personal injury or a serious accident, you can visit www.forthepeople.com/Levi, found in the description below, where you can start your free claim today.
No one ever thought of the fact that they might not get married in this lifetime.
Can't understand you. Keeping it pushed. I did not understand a word.
Going to change.
I broke no contact. You don't feel better once you do. You do not feel better after saying your piece.
Stupid.
Here's the thing. This woman is out here, crying her eyes out on the internet because she broke no contact. And honestly,
bro, if you break up with somebody, just stop. Don't talk to them again, bruv. Dude, I think I've told you guys this story, but I had a time in college back in my day. Back in my day in college, boy, I had this girl over at my. I can't do it. I can't do it in that voice. Anyways, I had a girl. She was over, and you know, we were bucking, we were doing the whole song and dance, and then she saw that I was texting another girl, and she was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. I'm leaving. And I was like, okay, all right. I'll help you get your stuff. I walked her to the door, and she's like, I'm never talking to you again. I was like, all right, cool. I was like, you got everything? She's like, yeah. I was like, all right, bye. 2 weeks later, knocking on my door, because she knew where I lived at the time. I was in college, and I was like, what's up? She's like, hey, this is when I was back, you know, like partying. She's like, hey, you want to, you know, have some fun? I was like, yeah, sure. Ended up getting back with her and bucking her. I was just like, bro, it was so funny to me. She really thought I was going to come begging her back. I'm like, baby girl, I got options. You're going to share me. Like, I'm not saying I was cream of the crop in college, but I had options. As an upperclassman, I had options. And I was exercising those said options.
Women, we really need to start being politer and more respectful when we reject these men.
Actually, I like this take a lot.
Now, while I am not justifying a single mad thing men do, I do think as women, we need to be aware that we are contributing to the toxicity of this dating environment.
Yes.
Being nicer would take us a long way. And I'm not talking about men nice, where they're like, smile. All right, baby, leave me alone. I am talking about a man who is not your type for whatever reason, approaching you because he thinks you are attractive, beautiful, look good, whatever the word is. And a lot of women's response to that is very rude. It's very dismissive. It's very patronizing. Now, no individual wants to be embarrassed, full stop, period. But men are created with such pride and ego, even if they don't always show it, that kind of humiliation can affect a man differently. Right. And we have seen this play out in the extreme on the news and social media, where women are getting killed, fisted up, followed, attacked for not giving a man their number and, you know, being polite about it, trying to diffuse the situation. I'm not talking about that. All the men in those situations absolutely need to be buried underneath the jail cell. Like, to be clear, you are crazy. Nobody owes you anything. And that woman must have clearly had discernment to not want to give you her number because clearly you was fucking doolally. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the sane men, not the crazy men. But women, there are a lot of us who, when these men who are sane and just have positive intentions in terms of find us attractive and want to move things forwards with us, there is a way that we are interacting which is making those men walk away feeling small. And nobody should be feeling small when their intention to speak to you was positive. Because whether or not you want to pursue things with that man is approaching you because he thinks you're attractive. That is a positive thing. Well, at least it's not a negative thing. But what we don't realize happens is a lot of men, especially when they're younger, they experience these negative interactions when they're trying to pursue women who are not interested in them. And the shame and the humiliation of the interaction, because of the way a lot of times the woman has handled it, leaves him feeling upset, angry, hurt. Shake that around, add a pinch of bitterness, and boom, you have the red pill community. Side note, I didn't even know what the red pill community was until a couple of days ago. I think I still don't know what it is.
Chad, are we red pill? I don't even know, dude. Let me see. What does red pill mean? What is red pill community? What does this mean? In some parts of the men's rights movement, manosphere, and the anti-feminism communities, the term red pill, sometimes written as the red pill, is used as a metaphor for the specific moment when a person comes to believe that a certain gender roles are expected to conform to, such as marriage and monogamy. I think marriage and monogamy are a good thing. Specific moment when a person comes to believe certain gender roles are expected to conform to, such as marriage and monogamy, intended for the benefit of women alone rather than for mutual benefit. The men's right movement was released. I don't know. I don't really consider us. I don't really consider myself red pill. I'd consider myself more green pill, like the gentleman pill. But I mean, I guess in all senses of the word, the red and the blue pill comes from, you know, reality or a false reality. And I think the reality is that us as men, and at least the message I try to portray to you guys, is we do things that get results, buddy. We do things that get results. I don't do things that people like. I do things that work. And, you know, people have not liked me for years. I was preaching this before I did the YouTube channel. Like, I was talking about this stuff for years. Like, I do things that work. I don't do things that girls say they want. I do things that get results. And I think that's really where people have this negative connotation and disdain for the red pill community, when really we're just talking about reality and the things that actually work. But chat, let me know. What do you think? Do you think this channel's red pill? Do you think we're a little bit different? Do you think we're super radical? I just don't think I'm super radical on the red pill stuff. Like, some of the red pill guys are really over the top. Like women should be virgins. And I'm like, bro, not today and age. Like, bro, I mean, they'd be great, but more than likely it's not going to happen. I don't know. I just don't feel like I'm super red pill. You know what I mean? Like, I just do things that work. And back in my day, you know what I'm saying? Back in my day, a woman would just tell you what she really thought about you. And she'd really just be there for you if you wanted her to be there for you. And you could just be open and honest with her. You know, and she'd have your back like a chiropractor. But them days are sadly just long and gone. And it's just, when I was in college, it was a different ball game, man. Like, we didn't have all the social media. You had Instagram, but nobody was really posting on it. You didn't really have Tinder. Like, I did a lot of my dating in person and getting shut down in person. But to this chick's point, I think a lot of it nowadays is women just want to humiliate and ego men. It's like a humiliation ritual. They want men to feel less than, because women think feminism's the wave and the future is female. It's like, I mean, that's cool and all, but the thing is, the modern world was built by men. Like, let's be honest, the patriarchy got us where we're at right now. And I think women right now get bought up into this humiliation ritual, and they just want to make men feel less than so they can feel more than. But the thing is, if you can't build yourself up by knocking somebody else down, bro. And an eye for an eye makes the world blind. So if these men let that affect them in the future, and then they treat women with disdain and disrespect, it's a recipe for disaster, to be honest with you. That's why I say, guys, go out there and shoot your shot, bro. Shoot it like Devin Booker. Go out there and try. I remember guys being in college being like, Levi, how do you bag so much? Like, are you a bag boy at Kroger's? Like, did you watch the Legend of Bagger Vance? And I was like, no, dude, I try a lot. And the thing is, you didn't see all my failures. I was shooting shots all the time on Facebook, like poking. This is back when you could poke girls on Facebook. Like, I was trying, but the thing is, everybody only saw my successes. They didn't see my losses. So you got to go out there and try, dude. And it's like the 40-year-old virgin quote. If you don't use it, you lose it. It's a muscle. You got to flex that muscle of Riz. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Go cop the 2 ebooks, The 4 Pillars of Personality and The 4 Steps of Style, that make you irresistible to women and respected by men. I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.